immediately. So that's today's daily motivator. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We're on Facebook at Power Up Radio. We're on Twitter at I Am Power Up Radio Station. And our email, once again, is powerupradiostation@gmail.com. So, we're on social media. You can tap into us that way. You can also Google us. Just Google Power Up Radio. And you can also Google Diamond PERRI. The radio station will come up that way. If you want to learn more about our events and things that we have going on. But a lot of that stuff is on Facebook. So if you follow me on Facebook and you tap into the Power Up Radio Station page also, then you're able to see everything that we have going on and everything that we're doing with the community. Also, do not forget to follow us on our EXPO page, the People Enrichment Expo. That is an annual event that is given in Atlanta once a year. And it's basically catering to entrepreneurs, brands, business persons. We're not color stricken. When I first created it, it was created unanimously to basically for educating people of the Black race, people of color, on supporting entrepreneurs and supporting each other's brands. That's something that a lot of us haven't grasped yet. We're coming around. We're getting a little bit better. We are getting a little bit better at that, but I'm going to keep saying it over and over and over. Again, we need to support each other out here. Our race is very behind in business and just so many other things. Our unity, that's not there. Togetherness, none of that, it isn't there. I think we're coming around. We've come a long way. There are a lot of Black-owned businesses that are very, very successful. So, I take my hats off to our people who are very successful, but we still have a long way to go. We still have a lot of work to do. So this particular expo was created just for that. And vendors are welcome to come. So you entrepreneurs that would like to see your business grow, definitely tap into this page. It's called the People Enrichment Expo, and it's on Facebook. And I like to always tell business owners and brands, music artists, anybody that has a brand, whether you feel that your brand is big or it's large, or whether you're starting to see it flourish and a lot of money coming in, always understand that you can never have enough promotion. There's no such thing, because there's no such thing as, okay, I have enough money. There's nothing else that needs to be done. Anytime that you're doing anything with your brand or your business, you always want to be promoted on every outlet possible. So there's never close the door to yourself, never get the big head. And I think that is a problem that I do see within our race, because a lot of us, we don't want to spend the money that it takes to increase our revenue, to increase our business. We don't want to take the time to support another Black organization that is providing us with these services to promote our businesses. I see a lot of that, so I also see a lot of us, we want someone to pay attention and support our brand, but we don't give that same support to our next brother or our next sister. So people, please treat others how you want to be treated. Treat other people the way that you want to be treated. If you want someone to support your brand, then you support the next person's brand. Stop scrolling on Facebook and seeing that your friend or even someone that you don't know is promoting something positive within their brand, and you don't click a like or you don't accept the tag, and then you turn around and tag 50 people in your music video or something that you're doing. So my whole point with that is, let's support each other and let's humble ourselves. You want to try and be the best that you can be at whatever it is that you're doing, but don't find yourself getting in competition with other people. That's where a lot of hatred comes in at. You're not in competition. We are a whole. There's no such thing of trying to be better than the next person. Your goal should be working at being the best at what it is that you do. That is your goal. So let's stop competing against each other and let's unify, come together, and let's support each other and make our communities and our states, as well as our country, a better place for those that are coming behind us. Our children, indefinitely. Our children are going to lead the world behind us. So we have to pave a certain path for our children who are coming behind us. And if we're not unifying, then we're not going to provide that, because then they're going to come behind us with the same behavior and the same hate. And that's what keeps our race at the bottom of the barrel. So I need you guys to understand that. And like I said, we're coming along, and I thank you, for the ones that do listen to Power Up Radio. But for us that are not listening and we're not supporting each other's brands, supporting other person's brands is also a part of your networking tool. A networking tool is a big tool that you need to have, and you need to continue to have grow enormously when you're in the industry or you have any business. It doesn't matter if your business is food, cleaning, whatever your business may be, your networking tool must be awesome, and you must be on your grind with that. Okay, so let's stop getting the big head here, because anything that you grow can become larger, and then it can become great, and then it can become enormous, and then you can become universal. But don't ever stop, because you close yourself off to opportunities and blessings. Okay, so make sure you guys keep that in mind. I'm very, very fond of entrepreneurs, especially entrepreneurs of color, because it's not easy out here. I'm a music artist myself, and I went through a lot. And I'm still, climbing. I'm still progressing as an artist, as a radio personality, TV. I write film. I'm working on a film right now. I'll be launching off at the end of summer of 2018. So, I have a lot going myself, but personally, I do understand the struggle in the industry, and I do know what it takes to be able to achieve this success, but I also know that you can't stop. Today, I'd like to acknowledge a very successful woman in the industry. Her name is OSUNJI YELDELL. Miss YELDELL is an entrepreneur. She's a comedian and an actress, as well as an author. She actually was a former personality on 2 shows that I had at 2 different radio stations in Atlanta, Georgia. One was New Radio and the other Global Network. And OSUNJI was fantastic. When she walks in a room, she brightens up, the room. So she's very gifted and she's very talented. She's also the author of a great seller. It's called The Devil Wrote Me a Letter. I was very excited when I met Miss OSUNJI, because I'm an author myself. So very, very interested in business owners and, like I said, entrepreneurs of color, because that is a part of my advocacy. And I read the book. The book is great. It's basically poems that she wrote, and she created a short novel with these poems. So I call it a poetic novel. The Devil Wrote Me a Letter is basically a short bio describing her different struggles in her life that brought her to where she is now, and to understand her life purpose and what God has her here for. She experienced a lot of things that were negative, and she took those negative situations and produced them into positive outcomes with her career. So OSUNJI has worked very hard. She's still working. I watch her. I've seen her involved in a lot of things in Atlanta, Georgia. So I just want to say congratulations, OSUNJI YELDELL. Keep up the hard work. Like I said, she was a former personality on my show, The Diamond PERRI Show, which was created in 2011 and ran for almost 7 years. And she brought a great spirit to that show. So I just want to say thank you, OSUNJI, for that. You can find her book on Amazon.com. You can purchase the book, The Devil Wrote Me a Letter. So go and check that out. She's also currently a cast member of the Mike Ben Show, if you're familiar with that. That is a traveling playwright that they perform in different states all over the United States. So definitely check that out. She's on Facebook as OSUNJI YELDELL. That's OSUNJI. YELDELL is YELDELL if you're not familiar with her. So Google her. You can find her on Facebook. And you can also Google The Michael Ben Show. So she's currently a cast member on there. And as well as 2016, she took on a larger project as converting her book, The Devil Wrote Me a Letter, into a screenplay. And it was featured in Atlanta, Georgia in 2016. So I know that she will be performing that more in other cities and other states. So basically, if you Google her, check her out, on Facebook, you can follow that. But I urge you to go, and purchase that book. The book is very inspirational for anyone that believes and has believed at some point in their life that there's something that they can't do. If you've ever felt that you were tied down, or your hands were tied, or it was something that you wanted to accomplish, but you didn't know how, or, maybe you experienced some struggles in your life that you feel like disabled you from accomplishing something, not just something with your career, but something that you wanted to do in your life. So I think this book gives a little bit of inspiration on that point, and the different things that she has been through. Some people would have given up, but she took those points in her life, she overcame them, and she made them into something beautiful, which was a blessing, something that God blessed her with. He did allow her to see different things so that she will have the wisdom that she now has in order for her to go where he's taking her to. And that's something that we don't understand as people. We have to grow. Sometimes we have to age, and we have to gain wisdom and become wiser to understand that certain things that we have went through in our life, they have been necessary. All happenings in your life are due to choices that you make, of course. So God doesn't make those choices for you. You make those choices. But the choices that you made, he already knew that you would. So sometimes he allows you to see things and to experience things because without knowledge of certain things, you wouldn't